Following his return to the country, leader of opposition Mathias Mpuuga addressed journalists on the continued violation of human rights in the country. The leader of opposition Mathias Mpuuga today revealed that they are now ready to return to parliament to present their motion for thorough investigations into the countrywide human rights violation.
Our protest for 14 days out of the plenary, for 2 weeks out of the plenary, ended last week on Thursday. The protest was about the continued violation of human rights in the country, especially torture of suspects, the extortion of money from suspect families, extrajudicial killings, and illegal detentions, among other violations.
According to Mpuuga, they are still gathering information on the victims of human rights violation in the country and warn those who are trying to intimidate people and deter them from registering violations.
There is a group moving around intimidating people from registering their complaints. We are encouraging people to be firm, because if the worst were to happen, it already happened, and therefore it's time to demand for justice. And part of the justice we shall get for them is to have their issues raised, their voices heard, and then the pursuit of justice will commence.
Members of parliament, including those in the national resistance movement, were also invited to pick the books to record the human rights violation.
So I would like to encourage members, including members of parliament from the ruling party, to come over and pick books from my office. They are available, because violations of rights have no color. There's no partisan banter you can attach to human rights violations. In fact, it will be an act of siding with the oppressors if members from the ruling party decide not to pick books. In regards to the censure motion filed against the Minister for Security, Mpuuga, for being silent on the alleged gross human rights violation, the leader of opposition says that they have so far gathered at least 85 signatures and they encouraged others to sign. However, the chairman of the National Resistance Movement caucus urged members not to sign the censure as scam. It's a roll call of sorts to whoever believes with us. Whoever believes with the cause of justice for everyone, regardless of color or creed. And therefore, there's no amount of solicitation we need to do for members of parliament to identify with the cause for freedom and justice for our people. On the allegations of the Mitiana Municipality Member of Parliament, Francis Zake, insulting the Deputy Speaker of Parliament via social media, leader of opposition Mathias Mpuuga says that they are yet to determine the truth. But I want to give doubt to the honourable member, because I've not met him, to get to understand what motivates his actions. Maybe I'll be able to answer you more properly after hearing from him. But I will tell you that personal probity is very key in dealing with public affairs, as opposed to personal motivation. The members of opposition now have till Thursday to collect the signatures they need to censure the security minister, who to this date has not uttered a word. The file was compiled by Ramson Muhire for CTV PM Edition.